Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Kamicraft, and today on the Kamicraft server we're going to be doing a lot of work at the base. But before we got to the base, I have been neglecting my shop. We've been empty on a lot of tools, especially like our random stuff. Our random stuff's been selling good. Oh, I need another bow, sword. I know boots have been boots have been going pretty good. Pants are okay, chest plates are okay, we need helmets. So I went ahead and spent a couple hours at the Ender, blowing diamonds, hooking everything up. So, yeah, things on the list today. All the enchanting, tired of kind of wasting my diamonds. So we're finally going to get working on the villager trading center in the base. I know I've talked about that a couple times. And you know what, we're going to start it now. With Kamicraft being done, or at least the first one being done, it seems like there's about 3 or 4 other people who really want to make a quest, so that means I don't really have to make a quest right away. They can go ahead and have their quests in there too. It's really nice. Yeah, so what we'll start out with today is probably building the infrastructure for the villager trading, such as like the areas where the villagers will be placed after they're bred and aged up to the correct age to trade. Where are these? These are the good guys. Oh, I put mending on one of these? We'll jack the prices up on that one. But yeah, let's get all these picks in here. We'll do the infrastructure. We'll go ahead and I think I might go ahead and get... Oh, okay. So some of these have mending, some of them don't. Let me put the ones that don't have mending back in here. And I am sorry if you can hear the neighbors. It is midnight, so they're going a little nuts. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and restock everything, and then I will bring you guys back when we're in the base. Okay, we are at the base, and let me show you where we're going to be working today. So you guys are probably familiar with this little area that's kind of been a work in progress for weeks now. It's not going to get worked on today. We're going to go a little bit further down. So if you come down this way, this goes down to my mine. But I have this little knockout area where I have already captured a couple villagers from a village not far away. This is where the redstone line for the squid farm comes through. This is the item elevator that goes all the way up to the 3rd floor, or not 3rd floor, but the I would guess it would be the 1st floor, the one where we have our portal and spawner farm on there. And this is the drop for our spawner farm. One of the things we're going to do this episode, we're going to clean this up. We're going to get rid of all this stonework. We're going to put it black glass, just like this. We want to make this area down here, I wouldn't say look finished, because I want to leave the cave-like experience, but I want it to look industrial at the same time, kind of like what we got going on the new floor we were working on. But yeah, we're going to work on a sugar farm today too. The sugar farm is probably going to go in this corner right here, and basically that's just because I'm running out of sugarcane fast for these rockets. I've resulted into using the nether hub again, which when you get good at flying, it's kind of like, I hate walking everywhere. So we're going to work on some sugarcane farm. It's going to go in this corner, but first I really want to fix this thing, and I might do this at the same time because I can't have 2 good looking glass tubes and then this thing. And then we're going to work on the sugarcane farm. I'm going to bring you guys back, though, after I finish this and this. Because, let's face it, you're just going to be watching me replace stone with glass, and that's going to get boring. I'll bring you back right when we start the sugarcane farm. Alright, guys, so I've got some work done. It took a little break in between. It's been like a day since the last recording, which I kind of feel bad about, that it takes me so long to record each episode, but I'm hoping to knock this one out relatively quick because we're going to have some fun stuff. So the pipes have been changed out. They're all glass all the way up and down, which I think is a huge improvement. I've got this in here, which honestly was a bit of a pain because I kept getting the measurements wrong in between each cart. And then when we get to the very top, let's just go ahead and take a ride real quick. When you get to the very top, it was hard to get this one to make sure it lined up with the floor. And I also had to switch. You can see all the ladders are on this side except for the top one. And that was just to make it so when I shift clicked out, I could just push forward and walk out instead of having to turn, face the wall, and do some crazy like spin move to get out of the minecart. So dropping down is a bit of a pain, but it's okay. And then I've got this little design here because I needed to lower it one. And I think I'm going to lower the entire floor by one. So I'm trying to keep that in mind when designing the sugarcane farm, which is going to go right here. I've pre-dug everything out. This one's not going to be super efficient. I'm not looking for like the most drops I could get in an hour or something like that. I'm just looking for something that runs while I'm in my base. It's something that I don't worry about having like a lot of lag, but I do want to make sure I can make one that has an on and off switch just in case it does cause a lot of lag and I overstock in sugarcane. So yeah, what I'm going to go ahead and do is get started on it. Bring you guys back. This isn't the main project I want to work on today. The main project I want to work on is a village breeder. Okay, so sugar farm mechanically should be done. Aesthetics are happening now. Oh, yep. And there she is. Oh, half a second there, I thought I saw a creeper up there. Might want to light this area up just a little bit more. Yeah, sugarcane farm. Let's go ahead and break through here. I've actually had to go repair my pick. But yeah, here we go. We got an etho hopper clock, which goes into this little pulse thing, which just kind of pushes one item over, and then we get a signal through here, and that signal pushes all these pistons with all these slime blocks, and then we got a torch tower, and then this does the exact same thing, except you can see the water underneath there. We don't have water on this side because I'm hoping the water I put out front here will do the job. Okay, I did bring ice. So yeah, I got the slime blocks too high because I'm hoping in the amount of time we get at least a couple 3 high. I know not every one of these is going to be 3 high, but yeah, there it goes. I'm hoping we get a couple 3 high and it'll launch it off, and I'm going to put glass right here. And I think I decided I'm going to go with clear glass. I think I'm going to make all the farm windows clear. Because remember, this is an industrial looking area, so I think clear would go better. Even though we've got black over here, I really want these pieces right here to stand out from the actual farms. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and put the glass in. We'll go ahead and I'm going to continue the half slabs up and around, and I'm going to plant some sugarcane. So, oh yeah, I've got the hopper for a chest down here. This, like the water path, will probably be temporary because I'm not sure where I'm going to put the elevator to go up into the unfinished room yet. Yeah, so right now it's just all going to be temporary just so I can get some sugarcane so we can do fireworks, because yeah, my biggest downfall right now with fireworks has been I don't have sugarcane. I've got all the gunpowder in the world, but no sugarcane. Okay, so glass is up. Again, nothing fancy. I'm not sure how decorated this area down here is going to get, but yeah, this is it. Nothing special, nothing fancy, just an industrial area. And I've been AFK a little while. I had to go run some errands and everything, so I went ahead and AFK'd. Oh, and I switched the chest we had out here with the shulker box because I realized, hey, this is all temporary, so I'm going to have to tear that chest out at some point. And what's easier to tear out than a shulker box nowadays? So you can see some of these were just spare sugarcane I had upstairs. I threw down in here. I'm mainly getting like 1 sugarcane per each one of these modules every time it goes off. Every once in a while I get lucky, I get 2. I actually did get a 3 tall one once before, so I was kind of happy about that. I don't know if that was a fluke or not because I've only seen it happen once. So I may have to try to push my timer out further See if I can't get this to last a little bit longer. But now we're going on to the villager breeder. And it's kind of been hard because I need sky access and we're down in the depths of a mountain. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to the surface. I want to say over this area there's, oh, there it goes. There's a cave area over here that's relatively close to the top of the mountain. And we might be able to get sky access through there without having to build a giant tunnel system to get the villagers down here. Because my plan is we're going to have a villager holding area. Maybe in this area we'll have to move these guys. So a villager holding area in this area, we'll do our trading with them. And it's like, oh hey, yes, this guy's a keeper. We're going to hit the button. He'll drop down and then he'll go in a minecart system all the way up to our incomplete floor. And we'll have like, hey, these are the permanent villagers here. And then we'll also be like, okay, no, this guy's a waste. We'll hit a button, he'll drop down, and I'll have a switch track over here. So instead of going up, he'll go down and die. He'll be so far away from the village, it shouldn't matter. But right now, I need to get the kind of the villager breeder in place, and then I'll come and get this guy in place, and hopefully we'll be able to get all that done in the time left in this episode. Okay, so we are on top of my mountain. You come over to the side, you'll see, yep, there's our third floor. And the area I decided to do the villager breeder is going to be over here. Now, I changed my mind about trying to use one of the pre-existing caves. It was kind of hard to line up, but what I'm going to do now is, where you see the stone, I'm going to have glass on the inside. And really what we're just going to be doing is we're going to be digging down this area right here. And I'll probably get some more stone and make this look a little decent, even though really we're never going to be here. My whole idea is to make this automated, so we'll be able to hit buttons from down below and we'll control whether or not the villager breeder is on. We'll control where the villagers go, all from downstairs. We won't ever have to be up here. But, you know, somebody might be traveling by and they'll see this thing and be like, well, what the heck's going on there? And I'd like it to look a little nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and dig this out. I'll probably go ahead and stone it too, so it looks decent. But we're going to be using unary bits, villager breeder. I'm only going to do the single cell with the 4 villagers. And I was trying to think how to get villagers over here. Now, there is a farmhouse not from here that's kind of being used as a village. And I might just set up like a portal and link it over here and try to maybe push the villagers in with a boat or something like that. I haven't decided yet. I know I've got the 3 downstairs, but I think moving the 3 from down there to up here would be a huge pain in the butt. And I know there's a ton of villagers still over there. Probably a little bit deeper. So I might just do that. It seems to be the easiest solution. I know I can go to Freddy's villager breeder and grab villagers from there. He's cool with that. But again, that's a long distance to kind of move a villager when I could really just build 2 portals and be able to link them, and I would really only be moving them probably like 50 blocks. So I think I'm going to do that, but let me go ahead and, oh, looks like we hit stone. Dig this out. I think I'm deep enough now. And I'm going to go ahead and get the villager breeder cells in place and link up some portals, and then we could try to move some villagers in here. So guys, we got in here all kind of wrapped up. Oh, that fell. And I know I mentioned I was gonna make this look nice and everything, and then bam, dirt everywhere. I'll clean this up here in a little bit. I wanted to make sure I could get this ready. I've got a portal linked up to the nether portal at my base. This is where the villagers are going to sit. We're going to put 4 villagers in here. And you know what? I need to... Sorry, I had just died a second ago. I was hopping around trying to place these blocks and I fell down there. This is going to be the chute where our items are going to come up. So what's going to happen is our 4 villagers are going to sit in here. There'll be an ice block here. Obviously that'll be all solid because we're going to do an item elevator. And water will push them all the way around. And hopefully our farms we'll be able to feed the villagers in here and make them willing to breed. Or at least that's the plan. So I'm trying to make this all nice and blocked off so it'll be easier to push them in. Yep. And so, yeah, items will come through, the villagers will grab food, carrots and all that, come around, and then it'll drop down that way, and that'll go into our item sorter that we've got in the unfinished floor, or where we will have it for the unfinished floor. But right now, all I want to do is get some villagers replaced. We need 4 here, and then I'm going to break this portal, push it up 1, and then we're going to push 1 more through up there, and that should be all for the breeder. So, oh wait, I don't want to go through there yet. Of course it's raining. We'll just come out through here. Got my lighter on. Let's see if I can get this to work. There we go. Yeah, and this farmhouse over here has got a bunch of villagers in it, and that's where I got the original 3 that are down in my basement. Okay, so I'm down here in the bottom of this. Everyone's giving me some welcome back love. And, oh, looks like we had a skeleton above us. But I've cleaned this up a lot more. I have the villagers in place. I raged like 3 or 4 times because these guys trying to move them in here. I'm kind of glad you guys won't hear some of the stuff I was yelling at these guys. These guys are evil. They are pure evil. Especially sheep. I tried to push these guys through the portal, and then I would have a sheep come and like push them away from the portal. Like, no, don't go, don't take him. And it's like, ah. But yes, these guys are in place. I'm checking the time on my episode. The episode, it's kind of where I want to be at now. I've told myself I want to keep episodes around the 15-minute mark, even though I know my average episode is anywhere between 20 minutes to 30 minutes. So we're kind of out of time right now, and we actually got a lot of work done with the sugarcane farm and getting these in place. I mean, it's quite literally taken an entire day for me to get this little area done. And I don't even know if it works. What I've got next is I'm basically going to go ahead and work on the item elevator to get items up here for these guys. And I need to get the drop and the holding cell done for these guys. But I think that's going to be next episode. I think we're going to wrap it up here. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I know it was really cutsy, but it was just so much work. So hopefully we can finish this up. The sugar farm was really nice and fun. It was purely just me messing around. I didn't have a farm in mind. I just knew, hey, these components would work. I know my sugarcane farm could be more efficient. I know I could have done 4x4 in the slime blocks instead of 3x3. But it works for me. It's producing like crazy. Like right now, it's still going. And I have it where I can turn that thing off. That's the big thing. I want to be able to turn every farm off we have that we're building. I just want it off. I want to be able to say, you know what? No more lag. Cut them all off. And we can do that with what we set up with the sugarcane farm. So I'm extremely happy with that. But yeah, let me get off here, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please leave a like. It really does help me out. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. I've kind of made it a goal. I'm hoping within 2 months to hit 100 subscribers. So if you know people who aren't subscribed, push them. Get them subscribed. Make me happy. But yeah, guys, thanks for coming and watching. I hope you have a good one. See ya.